before that happens, we're going to get the Rockwell best whip out of the way. Jose Marias, Remy Bizarre, Kai Hazem, Massimo Bianconcini, Hannes Ackerman, and Michael Malero will be going up against each other. There you can see the pairings. Kai Haza and Remy Bizarre will be in the mix to start things off. And the object here is to get the craziest whip you possibly can get. And bring it onto the course for the people that are here.
Едно ненормално състезание ни предстои, така че може да приветствате Best Whip Competition, който започва след няколко warm-up обиколки. Кай Хазе, Реми Bizarre, Massimo Bianconcini.
So Kai Haza, Remy Bizarre, Hannes Ackerman, Massimo Bianconcini, Jose Marias, and Michael Malero will be competing against each other. Here's how it works. The guys are going to have a second to do one full round all together to feel out the ramps, to blow out the bikes, and then they will be split into pairs. Kai Haza up against Remy Bizarre. Kai Haza is a very, very strong whip guy, but I got to tell you, Remy Bizarre has got some pretty solid whips of his own. Hannes Ackerman will be in the mix with Massimo Bianconcini, and the two Spaniards will be going up against each other, Jose Marias and Michael Malero. But first off, like I said, these guys will take a loop of the course here and get these bikes warmed up, ready to go, blown out, and have a feel of these ramps to see just exactly how it's all going to throw down here in this Rockwell Best Whip contest. The best individual from each of these three pairs will go into a three-way whip contest. It's by judging, so the judges will be making the call on this, and then they will inform Maitea down there on course level, and he will let us all know here in the arena who is going to be moving on to the next round and who will be eliminated and who your winner is. So stick with us, hang tight. Rockwell Best Whip coming at you. And we're going to split our pairings now after the guys have gone through their warm-up rounds. Our first pair out should be Kai Haza and and Remy Bizarre.
Грузилото ще определя кой ще продължи и кой няма да продължи, след което ще има финал. Майтея.
So once again, the object here, get your bend. It's amazing. The whip, an absolute crowd favorite, a rider favorite. It's still used very often during freestyle motocross competitions. It's fair to say that the whip was the very first freestyle motocross trick, and here we go. Kai Haza, 1 foot hanging it low, old school race style coming from Remy Bizarre on the opposite side. He too hanging a foot, trying to stay with Kai, who's a very strong whipper. Both of these guys riding big 454 stroke bikes, plenty of power, lots of weight there, so these bikes a little bit more difficult to maneuver in the air. Kai Haza is loving that 1 foot whip, hanging it down there. Remy Bizarre doing the same thing, but to be quite honest with you, these are a little bit anemic. These whips are not as far off the wall as I've seen from either of these two gentlemen in past. All right, there you go. The first pairing is done. So now the question is, who will it be? Will it be Kai Haza or will it be Remy Bizarre? Tires together, Maitea will choose when he gets informed from the judges.
Следващият фастовал е Реми Визуал или Кай Хазе. Никой не знае, освен тази скъпа тиква.
Still waiting on a decision here at course level. Taya still hasn't made a decision. Remy Bissoir wants this to get rolling on. And it is going to be Kai Haase moving on to the next round. So we have our first winner in the pairings. And our next pair coming out will be Hannes Ackermann and Massimo Bianconcini. So Remy Bissoir, I don't think he's going to be too hurt to be eliminated from the competition already. He's got to focus on the final, which he is in later on. Qualified in 5th place, just ahead of Danny Torres, so we'll see him a little bit later on. Before that, though, Hannes Ackermann, Massimo Bianconcini coming out on course for their whip round. Here we go. Massimo starting things off. Beautiful turn down whip. Hannes Ackermann, same, but different, going the opposite direction. These two guys also very strong on the whip. Massimo kicking it old school. Hannes Ackermann had a heavy-duty crash a few weeks ago at the event in Riga. Broke some ribs. No major damage done, though, but this is a tough kid. He's back out here riding again. And that's going to do it for the second round, the second pairing, as they move over, and we'll go tire to tire with Maitea for the decision. Will it be, excuse me, it's Brice Izzo out there, so I guess the decision was that Hannes Ackermann didn't really want to ride. We saw him ride earlier on in the qualification round, so I still maintain he's a tough kid, but it's Brice Izzo out there against Massimo Bianconcini. So just change my list here really quickly so I've got the right names on there. Brice Izzo, Massimo Bianconcini, that's Brice right there. Should have called that one from the golden lame shirt that he's wearing. Look at Kai Haase.
Thank you.
So down on course, Maitea and his counterpart. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? It is going to be Massimo Bianconcini. So Massimo eliminates Brice Izzo from competition, and he moves on with Kai Haase. We've got one more pairing to come. All right, up next, the two Spaniards going against each other. Jose Marias, Michael Malero. Michael Malero in yellow, Jose Marias in the orange, and Michael Malero starting off with a massive amplitude whip. Jose Marias right there with him. Digging deep for it. Wow, I like that one from Jose Marias. Getting it flat out whipped around. Stylo from Michael Malero. Jose Marias brings it past 90. These two guys are looking good. This is my favorite pairing so far in the night. Another Stylo whip from Michael Malero. And Marias dropping a foot and going flat on his. All right, that'll do it for pairing number 3. We We already know Kai Haza and Massimo Bianconcini will be moving on. So will it be Jose Marias or Michael Malero joining them?
Una cerveza, ok? Grazie, signore.
Like the style from both of these guys here. Michael Malero is just twisting and tweaking right here. Great. Past 90, whips it back. Fantastic. There's that big, crazy, flat 1 foot whip from Jose Marias. So let's see, who's it going to be?
Thank you. Ще остане. Майкъл ще го видим на финала, така че чудовището най-вероятно ще предпочете лудичкия. Не ви такова.
All right, decision time. Maitea is giving it to Jose Marias. So Michael Malero is eliminated. Jose Marias will move on to the next round here at the Rockwell Best Whip.
Тук трябва да гледаш нагоре в тази стопа. Трябва да гледаш нагоре и не е необходимо да се сваляш слушалка на година. Ето е финалното.
So now you get to see all three of these guys in action. It's the final. Massimo Bianconcini, Kai Haza, Jose Marias. A German, a Spaniard, and an Italian walked into a freestyle motocross arena. And what happened? A whip contest broke out. Here we go. Jose's going to lead the charge on this one. Massimo right behind him, followed by Kai Haza. Nope, excuse me. Kai Haza's in the middle. Massimo's bringing up the rear. Kai and Massimo both having very similar helmet colors. Let's stick with the uniform and bike on this one. Massimo on top of the KTM. Wow. Kai Haza digging deep for a huge inverted whip. That's going to be a tough one. If I had to choose here just based on that, though, I would have to give this one to Kai Haza. We'll see if the judges agree when it's up to Maitea's turn to make the call. We will see, we will see, we will see. Once again, looking back here, some of those whips. Look at this one. Kai Haza inverting past 90, bringing it around. Just fantastic. Amazing. And again, great style. Massimo, oh, that was beautiful. Just fantastic in the replay. There's that style from Kai Haza again. I gotta say, I think I'm gonna give it to Kai on this one, even though Massimo was right there with him. All three great riders, but I think this one belongs to Kai Haza, but that's just my guess at this point. We'll see when the judges make the decision. Here we go, it's up to Maitea. Jose, always a crowd favorite, playing with them, having a good time. Massimo in the middle there. You just saw him win the World Championship title for the Max's Highest Air contest. And there's Kai Haza, his closest competition on that World Championship title, sitting in second place. But now we got to find out who's going to take this whip contest tonight. Is it going to be Jose? Is it going to be Massimo? Or is it going to be Kai Haza? And it looks like it is going to be Massimo. Well, there you go. Judges have made the call. Massimo gets his second trophy on the night. And I thought for sure Kai Haza would take that one. Congratulations to Massimo Bianconcini, your winner at the Rockwell Best Whip Contest. Very nicely done.